If you really struggle to get your eye in when you play tennis, and maybe when you go for practice sessions or matches, it just seems to take forever before you start to see the ball well. So from the start of your practice, you're normally not tracking the ball well and you miss hitting too many shots and it just takes too long to get going. But if that sounds like you, then I'm going to help you with that in this video. I'm going to show you something very simple that you can add to your warm-up. Literally takes 2 minutes, but it's going to help you to see the ball much better right from the start of your practice or match. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be warming up your visual system, because if you're like most players, you spend a lot of time during the day looking down at screens. So whether it's on your phone or whether it's on a computer at work, you spend a lot of time looking down at your screens, and then you expect to be able to go out and play tennis, and now the ball is coming at you from different angles and you're having to move and do all these different things, and your visual system just simply isn't ready to go. Just like if you've been sitting down at a desk all day, your body isn't ready to go. You need to do something to prepare it. So we're going to be working on preparing your visual system. I'm going to show you a few simple exercises that you can do as part of your warm-up. My name's Richard Bryce, tennis hacker. I help tennis players to improve their performance using brain-based training. This is something I learned about a long time ago because I used to really struggle with many aspects of tennis until I learned how to train and improve my vision. So now I teach it to other players, and I've helped hundreds of other players like you to use vision and brain-based training to improve the game. So I'm going to show you a simple warm-up you can use today. We're going to do 3 different exercises that warm up different aspects of your vision that are really important for when you play tennis. The first one is going to be something called a smooth pursuit, and we're going to be doing an eye circle. So we're going to be smoothly following a target. Here I'm just using a fancy stick with letters on. You can use literally anything. You can even look at your thumbnail if you want, and I'm just making it move in a smooth circle. I'm doing half a circle with one hand, half a circle with the other, trying to keep my head nice and still. So what we're doing here is we're activating the different eye muscles, because we've got 6 muscles that move our eyes in different directions. Obviously, when you're looking at screens all day, they get locked in a certain position. So here we want to make sure the muscles are all warmed up and working, and the parts of the brain that create and coordinate the movements are all warmed up and working. So you can do between 3 and 5 repetitions in each direction. You know, you can see how quickly I'm going here. Keep it fairly slow. Make sure that you're getting the muscles to activate properly, and that's going to be a great start to your visual warm-up. Second exercise we're going to work on is something called a VOR, and this actually works on your visual system, but it also works on the vestibular system, the balance system in the inner ear. And this is such an important system to get warmed up, because when you move your head and when you move your body, it's this balance system in the inner ear that detects that movement, and there's actually a reflex that keeps your eyes looking at the ball while your head moves. So that's what we're going to be working on with this second exercise. So the way that you want to do this, you're going to again hold the visual target out in front. You're then going to look, keeping your eyes focused on that visual target, and you're going to be turning your head in different directions. So there's a few different ways that we could do it, but the general way is going to be to do the 8 points of the compass. You do repetitions to the left, do them to the right, do them up, do them down, and then do them in the 4 different diagonal positions. We could also combine the directions, but we do want to work in these different directions because we've got different receptors that deal with different movement, and again we want to activate the different muscles that help pull the eyes or move the eyes in different directions. So maybe 3 to 5 reps in each 8 directions is going to be a great starting point for most people, and it's going to help you to warm up this system before you play. Final exercise that we're going to work on is going to be a near-far switch. So obviously when you're playing, you're now having to deal with visual information coming from at least 78 feet away, and that's very different to what happens when you're looking down at a screen all day. So we need to train your brain to switch focal length. There's muscles that help to change the shape of your lens so that you can focus at different distances. And again, we need the eyes to be coordinated, looking inwards and outwards together to help with this focusing at different distances. So the exercise, very simple. You're going to have one target that you're going to hold close to you in between your eyes. If you can, around 6 inches is going to be a good sort of distance to go for. And then you're going to choose something that's off in the distance. Now, ideally, if you can do this out on court, then looking at something that's at least 78 feet away is going to be the best bet. But if you're at home or you're in your club somewhere and you don't have that distance, just work with whatever range you've got. But thinking around 20 to 30 near-far switches, that's going to be a good target, and it's going to really help to warm up your visual system and get you ready to play. Okay, so 3 very simple but very effective exercises. Do those as part of your warm-up and then see how you feel. Most players tend to find that they can just get going a little bit faster. They start to see the ball more clearly, sooner within their practice sessions. So give it a go, and obviously feel free to come back, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you got on. Now, if you'd like to learn more about using this style of training, then I've created a class that's going to teach you all about it. Because with brain-based training, we can actually improve all of the visual skills needed in tennis to help you read the flight of the ball more effectively, to track it better, to give you better focus and concentration. And we can also improve your coordination so that you can learn technique more easily and gain more control over your shots. So if that's something you would like to learn about, I'll leave a link to the class down in the description. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Hopefully it's been useful to you, and I'll catch you next time.